The peep window. This is a small window framed on the door through which the outside ground condition has essentially to be surveyed before initiating any emergency evacuation. In normal circumstances, this allows to view and monitor the signals from the ground staff who are trying to communicate with the crew members. The locking indicators. This is a slit on the door panel, normally located near the top edge of the door, which encloses a colored placard. The color of this placard confirms the mechanical locking of the door. When the door is in unlocked condition, the color of the placard is red or amber, and when the door is locked with the help of door control handle, the color of the placard inside the slit changes to green. The number of such indicators, viz. 1 or 2, depends on the manufacturers of the aircraft and the size of the door. Passenger seats. Passenger seats are placed in rows on both the sides of each aisle. These rows of seats are bolted to the cabin floor and can be detached on purpose, for example to accommodate stretcher cases, bar trolleys, dinghy containers etc. whenever these items become necessary to be carried on board. The armrests separating the seats can normally be moved to flush with the surface of the seats or that of the seat backs, and in some cases, can even be detached, enabling the seats to be clubbed together. The seat backs are spring-loaded and can be reclined to acquire a comfortable position. The seat back could be unlocked from its upright position with the help of a push-button built on the armrest, and could be pushed backwards thereafter by leaning on the seat back. As a very common practice, the passengers forget to collect these items from the seat pockets while deplaning. The security staff, in coordination with the cabin crew members, carry out a check after every sector and try to detect if the disembarking passengers leave behind any such items. This act serves to create a better goodwill with the passengers and in addition, prevents any security hazard created by the leftover item by the passengers. The Passenger Service Unit, PSU. Each row of seats has one PSU built under the overhead hat racks. This unit comprises of items essential for the convenience and safety of the passengers. Such contents of the PSU are discussed hereunder. Air louve's. These are the conditioned air inlets, which allow more air to enter the cabin in addition to the general air conditioning system, to enhance the need and comfort of the passengers. Each PSU provides one air louve per seat for the convenience of each individual passenger, who can adjust the intensity, or even block the flow of air totally, as per his or her desire. The signs. 2 small placards viz. Fasten seat belt and no smoking, either lettered or in pictograph, are displayed on each PSU in such a way that at least one pair of the signs comes in the vision of every passenger on a mandatory basis. These signs are illuminated along with a chime from the cockpit whenever the corresponding instruction becomes necessary to be communicated by the commander for the cabin occupants. Loudspeaker. A small speaker is provided in the PSU that enables the passengers to listen to the information or instructions conveyed either by the cabin crew or by the commander over the public address system, PA system. In certain cases, the channeled music is played to the occupants through this mode. Reading lights. Over and above the cabin lights, one reading light for each passenger is located on the PSU. These lights could be adjusted to focus on a spot desired by an individual passenger to suit his or her requirement of reading or working, and could be switched on or off individually without affecting the co-passengers in any way. Hostess call button. Each PSU has one such button. When pressed, it emits a chime and the call button illuminates itself. The chime relays the message and indicates to the cabin crew that certain passenger needs some help or assistance from them. The illuminated button pinpoints the row and the exact location of the origination of the call. On hearing the chime, cabin crew looks out, locates the illuminated call button and finds out the position of the passenger requiring help. After fulfilling the due need, the cabin crew pulls out the call button to cut off the illumination. The emergency oxygen masks. The other portion of the PSU houses the passenger oxygen masks, essential in case of decompression, a rapid loss of air pressure inside the cabin, concealed by a latched door. These doors are hinged with the aircraft structure and open automatically in case of decompression, to drop the oxygen masks. The cockpit crew can also open these doors electrically, by a switch in the cockpit. If few doors still remain unopened, these could be opened individually by the cabin crew with the help of manual release key. The hat racks. These are the overhead racks, which run throughout the rows of window seats, and at certain times partially over the seat beside those, to accommodate the allowable hand baggage of the passengers. These are periodically partitioned vertically, so that each passenger at least procures a small piece of space nearby to stow his or her baggage. These racks have latch-able doors, to prevent the stowed baggage from falling down on the passengers sitting below. The placards. There are several intimating signs of various designs in an aircraft. Some of these are illuminated, and some are fluorescent. These placards locate the exits, thoroughfares, toilets, etc. The illuminated placards are either emergency lights, or are somehow comparable with the emergency lights, as these also assist the passengers in reaching the exit in darkness.